Hey guys, what is up? FRANCHSE Gaming here. We're working on a trophy or a series of trophies. We're going to get right into it. You're going to go over to customize and share and manage files from the main screen in Madden 17. We're going to go to download community files. As you can see, there are a lot of files, so we're going to want to search through these. This is going to pop 10 of the Legacy Award trophies. I believe there's 10. In this file, the guy says 11, but I counted there was 10. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you decide you want to be petty like that, whatever. But we're going to simply type in the word Broncos. And this is going to give us a team of overall rating of 99. So we want the best team possible so that we can simulate a franchise with a customized coach, owner, or player. We're going to go with coach this time, and we're going to simulate a career in franchise that allows us to pop those Legacy Award trophies. So as you can see, this guy actually built this roster specifically for these trophies. And like I said, he said there's 11, I counted 10, whatever, not a big deal. I already downloaded it once, so we're going to override the file. And that does take a little bit of time, but that gives me some time to actually talk about this. The Legacy Award trophies, there are 10 of them, and they pop consecutively as you increase your legacy points. So you do well, your customized coach does well, your customized player does well, whatever the case may be, and you're going to start to accumulate these legacy points, which will then pop these Legacy Award trophies / achievements if you're playing this on Xbox. So we're going to go here and we're going to actually load this profile. So we're going to go in here, and first you have to download it, and then you want to load the roster. So we're going in here, 99 Denver Broncos, that's one that I just downloaded, and we're going to load this roster. All progress will be lost, yeah, sure, whatever. I've already completed the franchise like on my own by myself. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and then once we do that, we're going to open up a franchise and create a coach. Once we've created that coach, we're then going to simulate the entire franchise, and you'll see these trophies start to pop for you. So we're going to go into franchise here. We're going to create a new franchise through the cloud. So you're going to click on cloud and start a new franchise. And once you do that, it's going to ask you use active roster or use preseason roster. We want to use active roster, which is recommended, and that's going to upload the entire roster, including your team, which is ranked overall 99. So we're going to fade out here and then back in just to bypass some of the load screens. I'll do that a couple more times as well. But as you can see, it's importing all of the players, including your roster, and you'll have the opportunity to select which team you want to play for inside the cloud franchise. This is a little bit different than the other franchise, not from settings perspective, but from being able to import this roster. So this is how you're going to want to do this. And again, don't cancel this, just let it load, give it time. It doesn't take very long. I'm talking through this and just kind of filling the void there. So Denver Broncos, offense, defense 99, overall 97. I'm not real sure how that happens, but it doesn't really matter as long as your players are good enough. So inside here, we're going to press triangle to customize our coach, and we want team builder. These other ones are different. They give different points and different influence packages, things like that. But this is the one you want. So you want team builder, and it doesn't matter. You can change all these settings if you want to. I'm just going to click accept and continue. And if you choose to do so, you can create this coach and customize him the way you want to. But we're going to go ahead and pick this coach that we just created. And don't worry about any of that other stuff. Just click on that, and it's going to load here. We're going to bypass this as well. So once you're in the franchise main screen here where it says week 1, you'll see all your players there. As you scroll to the right, we're going to scroll all the way to the right and go to options and then league settings. These settings and the adjustments that we're going to make are going to prevent all of your A+ players from leaving your team. So we're going to change the skill level to all Madden because that's going to give us more legacy points as we progress through the simulation. Quarter length, you don't really have to worry about that. Just leave it at 6 minutes. This is where we want to be though. So user team help, we're going to turn all this stuff on. If you want to read through this, be my guest by all means. This basically means that the computer is going to make all of the necessary adjustments for you as the simulation progresses, because we're going to simulate through a 10-year process, and after a few years your players' contracts end, and if you're not automatically re-signing them through the computer adjustments here, they're going to leave your team, they're going to go to better teams, they're going to become free agents. All of this stuff is going to render your OVR 99 completely useless because those players are going to other teams. So once we have all of these turned on, we're actually going to simulate the season. Basically what's taking place here is we want the good players to stay so the coach looks better. And after a few years, you'll pop every single trophy except for the gold one, I found out. And that's the one that takes the longest. It's essentially twice as much as the previous trophy that pops for it. So the silver trophy is 10,000 and the gold one is 25,000. So as you can imagine, the gold one does take a little bit more time. Obviously, for a gamer score on the Xbox, it's going to be worth a lot more as well. Salary cap I turned off too, and coach firing just so that my coach doesn't get fired. I don't know if that's necessarily a thing, but I went ahead and turned it off anyways. But like I was saying, you want your players to do good so your coach does good, because that's who's accumulating all of those legacy points to get those trophies and achievements. It's your coach, not necessarily your players. But if your players do well, the team does well, the coach does well, all of that good stuff. So basically, your coach looks good by your players looking good. I wanted to show you here, you can sim through different periods of time, but the only one that really lets you sim multiple seasons is the sim 10 years. And we're going to go to next week. We're just going to sim a week here, and you'll see this first trophy pop, because this Legacy Award trophy is for 40 legacy points, and your coach accumulates that in just a week's time, but the rest of them do take a little bit longer. So we're going to go ahead and sim this 10 years, and once we do that, we're going to fast forward it just a little bit. We're going to fast forward to the end of the 2016 regular season, and you'll start to see some of these trophies pop here. It's at the very end of the regular season, and I believe 3 of them pop here. So you get 3 more bronze trophies here. Very, very simple, very, very easy. And the rest don't pop until the 2017 season. So we'll fast forward through that. You see all those trophies pop there. And they don't necessarily pop in order, because you've collected a certain number of legacy points. And if you've gone over what it would require for 2 trophies to pop, you're going to not necessarily get them in the proper order, if that makes sense. So we got those 2. We're going to fast forward again. We're going to fast forward to the end of the next regular season, 2018. So this is 3 seasons in, and we get JJ Watt Legacy Award, and then you'll actually see the silver trophy pop here. And this is what I'm talking about. This is actually after the one that pops next, Aaron Rodgers, but they both popped at the same time, so you don't necessarily get them in that same order. I wanted to show you guys, we're going to fade out to the trophy list here, and these are all of the trophies. They become rarer and rarer as you go down, because I would imagine people are actually just playing this game, but we're popping them here. I guess you could say we're cheating, whatever you want to call it. Trophy whores. It is what it is. But as you can see, I want to pull this up here, and you'll see where this Tom Brady Legacy Award Gold trophy actually popped, the ultra rare one. So we're going to view this, and you'll see that one was 25,000. This one, the silver one, is 10,000. But I actually popped it in the Super Bowl week of 2020. So it takes 5 seasons to actually pop, and the dude who uploaded this roster was right. It takes 5. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to Packstag Gaming, and a lot more to come. We will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.